Good morning, student. I am Mohammad Aman, Assistant Professor in United College of Engineering and Research, Allahabad. Student, today I am going to discuss about ultrasonic machining. Before this video, we have studied different types of unconventional machining process. In them, we have discussed about AJM, WJM, AWJM, EDM and ECM unconventional machining process. So many things we have understand about the unconventional machining process. So today's topic is ultrasonic machining. Today we will discuss about what is the ultrasonic machining, what is the basic principle of working, what are the advantage disadvantage, and we will discuss the behavior of ultrasonic with the help of schematic arrangement. Okay, now let us start. Ultrasonic machining is a non-traditional machining process. As we have already mentioned, non-traditional means modern manufacturing or unconventional machining process in which it is used for the brittle and hard material. In earlier cases, for example, ECM and EDM, we generally processed or machined only the material which is electric conductive. But here the ultrasonic machining gives the facility to machine the material which is of brittle nature. Okay, for example, ceramics, glass, quartz, etc. Okay, but hard material is also can be processed. This process is used in the industry due to its lowest cost, no heat generation, and effective machining. Okay, so it is the most popular process which is used in the industry due to its various facility. Now, what is the working principle of the ultrasonic machining? First, I have write it in a number form so that we can get easily what is the working principle of the ultrasonic machining. So first point is an electric current is used of high frequency to generate mechanical vibration through a device known as transducer. So in ultrasonic machining, transducer is your most important device. You can say that it is the main part of the ultrasonic machine where a high frequency is generated into the vibrating elements into the vibration form. Okay, how it will be happen, I will show you in the schematic arrangement. So here we can see that a high frequency is used to generate mechanical vibration. What is the device name? The device known as transducer. Transducer may be known as ultrasonic transducer, or it is also known as electronic device generally. Okay, second point, the vibration so generated is transmitted to next connected part known as horn. Okay, so the next part which is connected with the transducer where this vibration will be transmitted is known as horn. Now through the horn the vibration is transmitted to the tool. Now finally between the uh, transducer and tool, the part is horn, and through the horn the vibration is transmitted to the tool which is soft in nature. Why we have make soft in nature, this one these things I will also be told you. First we have to discuss what I have written here in the 4 point, in the presence of abrasive slurry. So there is another second most important component is abrasive slurry. The machining action will be performed and desired shape will be obtained. What is the abrasive slurry? Abrasive slurry, we can say that if we as we know that abrasive slurry have two parts. First one is abrasive and second one is slurry. If and what is abrasive, as we have discussed many times, if you have aluminum oxide in the powder form, silicon carbide or aluminum dust, if any one of the abrasives is taken and it is mixed with the water in a proper quantity. For example, we make abrasive slurry when we have 40% abrasive plus 60% water and we mix it, then the final component which will be produced known as abrasive slurry. So this is the variable and it is depend on the various parameter which type of work have to be done on the workpiece. So it depends on the concentration of abrasive is depends on various parameter. Okay, machining action is performed and desired shape can be obtained through the abrasive slurry. Actually, in a abrasive slurry, there is a small edges is created when it is in powder form. But when we will see at the microstructural level, microscopic level, then we will see that at each abrasive particles have the cutting edges. So this cutting edge actually used to cut the material from the workpiece. Now the last point is the frequency. The frequency produced in this process is above the range of 20,000 hertz, so that it does not create any noise. Dear student, as we know that if the frequency is above the 20,000 hertz, then it will be known as ultrasonic frequency. Okay, and you know the behavior of ultrasonic, that human eye cannot hear the noise of ultrasonic vibration or ultrasonic noise. So here the frequency is generated above the 20,000 hertz, but below the 40,000 it is goes up to the 40,000 hertz. So human eyes doesn't hear the noise of the ultrasonic frequency. That's why it is also known as ultrasonic machining operation, because here is a ultrasonic vibration and ultrasonic frequency is developed, and this frequency is used to machine the workpiece by the use of this frequency. So how it will be happen, I just want to clear you by this diagram and some parameters of USM. First, know what is the abrasive slurry. As I have discussed, if we add some abrasives, which is aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, and with the water quantity, then it will be known as abrasive slurry. What I have written here also, aluminum oxide, silicon carbide, diamond dust, any one of the above is mixed with the water in a proper quantity, then this type of slurry will be known as abrasive slurry. What will be workpiece? Which type of workpiece can be processed? Generally brittle and hard material can be processed by the ultrasonic machining. What is the frequency range in the ultrasonic machining? 20,000 above. If frequency is developed, that is known as ultrasonic frequency. What is tool? Tool is generally connected with the horn, as I have already mentioned, and it is generally taken as soft. Why I have taken here soft tool? Actually, in ultrasonic machining, as we provide the shape of the tool, same shape will be generated during the machining of the workpiece. That's why if your tool will be soft, then it will be very easy to generate different types of shapes on the ultrasonic machining. Okay, so if your tool will be soft, then you can generate different shapes and different shapes of the tool, so that a different variety of components can be easily obtained. Here one point also I have written, it is also important, magnetostrictive action. Actually in ultrasonic machining, what transducer done, when it will get frequency, it will convert into vibration, and this action of the transducer is known as magnetostrictive action. This is the behavior of transducer also. When it will get the higher level of frequency, it get converted into vibration. Now from the schematic arrangement, we can clear all the doubts and all the points whatever we have discussed in the earlier. First we can see that different components arranged in the ultrasonic machining. First component is your electronic oscillator, which is made like this, and this electronic oscillator is connected with the transducer. Transducer is your this one part where some winding has been done through the wire, and this transducer is connected with the next part, which is known as horn. Okay, from this one red color I have shown the horn. Now at the bottom of the horn I have made this shape, and this shape is known as shape of the tool. So what is the your tool? Your tool is only this. I have made your tool is like this shape. Okay. So how it is connected with the horn, we can do here welding, brazing or anything, so that we can obtain different shapes through this tool. Actually in the shape of the tool you can see that it is very small. So if you desire for example this type of cutting, so you can also make this type of soft tool, and you can here weld or brazed. So this is the facility of ultrasonic machining. If you change the shape of the tool, you have not to change the whole process. You can obtain different types of component by the changing of the soft tool. Okay, now there is a tank. Okay, in the tank there is a abrasive particles is filled. Not only abrasive particles, actually it is abrasive slurry which is mixed with water quantity. I have made here in a black color as a abrasive particle, and from the blue color as a water quantity. Actually it is mixed, and it is flow through the this nozzle. You can see that there is a circulation. Once we have fed the abrasive slurry here, there will be a pipe and pump and nozzle connection which will continuous start to supply the abrasive slurry as a recycling. Now there is a fixture which will hold the workpiece. Now this one is a workpiece. Now you can see the how the working will be done. This one is your electronic oscillator. As we will supply it to the AC current, alternating current, it will start to generate frequency. This is the work of electronic device. Now the starting portion is from here. Okay, when you will connect it from the AC supply, it will start to generate frequency, and this frequency when sent to the electronic transducer, or it is also known as ultrasonic transducer, which is made of piezoelectric material. When this frequencies higher frequency ultrasonic frequency sent to transducer, the transducer change the this frequency in the mechanical vibration of the horn. So the horn is start to oscillating from like this. Okay, when horn will be start to vibrating, obviously the tool is connected with the horn, the tool will also start to oscillating here. Now when the tool will be oscillate, between the tool and workpiece there is a small gap. As we have already discussed many times, in unconventional machining process the tool does not touch the workpiece. So if we will see here, there will be a small gap, and between the small gap the abrasive slurry will be filled through this nozzle. Now as the tool will be vibrating here, when the abrasive slurry will be come in the contact between the workpiece and tool, the abrasive slurry already we have discussed, this is have many cutting edges. So when the cutting edges will create pressure on the workpiece due to the vibrating action of the horn and tool, the workpiece start to remove from the particles of the workpiece start to remove from the workpiece in the form of powder. And now this abrasive slurry is also works as a washing agent. For example, if the material has been cut in the form of particles, then this abrasive slurry which is contained with the water, so this water will be washed out the abrasive slurry from the surface of the workpiece, and a clean and accurate surface can be obtained. As I have already mentioned, the workpiece have the same shape as we desired on the workpiece. So finally the workpiece will be the workpiece will be like this, and finally when it will be cut, it will be take the same shape as we have provided in the workpiece. For example, like this. This one is suppose this one is a workpiece, so this one will be create like this. So this type of cutting if we desired, so this type of tool we have to arrange with the horn. Finally it will be get converted in the form of desired workpiece. So you can, I think you can understand the in a easy way. If you does not understand, then you can repeat the video. I'm sure you will be get in a very understandable way. and you will be understand it. Now the next point is advantage of USM. As I have already discussed, it is used for the brittle and hard material. Okay, it is used for the machining of glass and non-conducting metals. Okay, distortion does not produce here. Why distortion does not produce? Because there is a no heat affected zone. We are not talking about the vaporization or melting or thermal action in the material behavior here, so there will be no distortion produced, no change in the physical property, because as I have already mentioned, we are not talking about the melting portion of the workpiece, vaporization portion of the workpiece. We are just using the ultrasonic we are just using the vibration of the workpiece with the help of slurry to remove the workpiece. So there is no physical change in the property. The property of the whole material will be homogeneous as it will be earlier. So there is a disadvantage also. In the disadvantage, metal removal rate is quite slow. Wear of tool tip is also possible, as you have seen that tool is always contact with the sharp edges abrasive particles. So sometimes it happens the abrasive particles start to remove the particles of the tool also. So tool tip failure is also possible in this time. If you require deep holes, then it will be quite difficult in the ultrasonic machining. Okay, so this was all about the ultrasonic machining. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.